It's time for another Paul Thurrott rant of the week.
Why do you hate Microsoft
a letter
so much, Paul?
from the editor.
Yeah. No, I've gotten some questions about this stuff recently, and I notice other people are writing about it too, which is that we've reached the 6-month mark of the 1 year that Windows 10 is free. What happens when that year expires, right? There have been people speculating that despite the protestations, Microsoft's going to go to a subscription plan and, whatever. That's not going to happen. I do speculate, and I do recommend that Microsoft not get rid of this free Windows 10 upgrade. I think that Windows 10 should always be free as an upgrade, because the thing you're upgrading from is always a supported version of some previous OS. And when you think about the way that Windows 10 is upgraded, like we've been talking today, we can't even keep track of it, is so many of these upgrades, that it's the same scheme. Yeah. Supported OS, you get the free upgrade. It behooves Microsoft to allow people to upgrade later for free as well, because the ultimate goal is still the same. They want to have the latest, they want everyone on Windows 10, the latest version of Windows 10. And so if those people, for whatever reason, if they're businesses or individuals and they want another year or two to upgrade on existing hardware, it's still better to give it to them for free, right? Everyone buys Windows, right? At some point, you're going to buy Windows. You get it with a new PC. That's the 99.9% of the people, I bet, get it with a new PC. You just bought Windows. That device now qualifies for free upgrades going forward. That's the Windows 10 scheme. It should just grandfather everybody in. Yep. There's no point. If they do charge for Windows 10 upgrades, they will just ensure that no one else will ever upgrade. That will be the end of the upgrades.
So when we talked about this, you seem to think that they meant it when they said it'll stop being free on July 29th, 2016. But now you're thinking
I think they did mean it. But I think what they did had the desired effect. Hundreds of millions of people have successfully upgraded to Windows 10 and are using it every day, and it works. Yeah. That's great. This is the highest success rate for an upgrade ever. It's off the charts. And they could reach their billion goal by just selling new computers for the next couple of years, I guess. But I think that you still have out in the world some hundreds of millions of people running Windows 7 in particular, and then to a lesser degree Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and a couple of Windows XP scragglers, a couple million. I mean, millions of them as well. This is not the time. There's no revenue to be generated here. Just let them. It's better for everybody, for them and for Microsoft, that they be allowed to upgrade to Windows 10 for free. That's it. There's no. I don't understand. I don't see how anyone could argue otherwise. I will not listen to those arguments. And I really think that Microsoft should just do the right thing and not worry about it. I think they'll wait.
You do.
To announce that or whatever. I'm just speculating anyway. But
I don't think they'll announce it. Like I saw people saying they should announce this now, but of course they're not going to, because they're trying to get you to move, right? So the uncertainty is what keeps you, right?
That's exactly right. They're not going to announce it now, but I think when July comes, they're going to say, guess what, world? Here's a big present for everybody. Windows 10 is free.
I think you're right. It only makes sense.
Still won't be free.
It's the only way to do it.
Won't be free for pirates still. Won't be free for enterprises.
Of course. And by the way, I say this knowing full well the history of this stuff. You can go back and look at temporary free upgrades or temporary cheap upgrades. They had temporary deals on like a Windows 7 family pack, as I recall, where you got 3 copies of Home Premium, I think, for $150. It was a great deal at the time. And at the time I said, they got to keep doing it. They'll keep doing this. There's no way they get rid of this. And then they get rid of it. We're moving into a new world. This is Windows updated as a mobile product. It's Windows updated as a cloud service. This is, you don't go back to the old way, midstream. 1 year in, you don't say, it's a mobile OS, it's a cloud OS, but we're going to handle upgrades like we used to handle things back into Windows XP days. That makes no sense. There's no way they do that.
Right.
By the way,
and what's spurring all this?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, what's spurring all of this talk now is there have been some reports on a site that we don't let our friends read. Friends don't let friends read.
Yep.
And they keep saying, you know what, you guys, it's going to be paid, and you better, Microsoft's going to really, screw everybody over in July.
That's what they do.
It's
those guys
making it up. Yep. Making it up as they go along.